life I've barely spoken. Your words have been so broken. I've been under your hypnosis. Why did I sip that potion? I'm so done with holy ghosting. My birth, it is an omen. Lay me down up in the ocean until you see no motion.
What's up, everybody? It's Anthony PrettyBoy Taylor. We in the Hawaiian's Garden, California at the famous Metroflex gym. Woo! My journey is crazy, guys. Started off as a stripper. Crazy, I know. Met Antonio off Facebook, gave me a place to stay. I turned pro in MMA eventually. And from there on, I got to fight big fights in Bellator, and then slowly meeting Jake Paul. Jake Paul convinced me to get into the boxing world of, influencing boxing. So my life's been kind of hectic. That's a long, very long story. So I'm giving you the short version, but it's amazing the fact that I manifest this moment and that I was able to do so many things with my life and the opportunity that I have. Yeah, I kind of fumbled some things in my life, but overall, I made the best out of it.
What's up, everybody? Coach McKee. We're here at Metroflex Team Body Shop all day. This is what we do. I've been doing this for about 30 years now, so got a lot of time in, and I think I'm probably one of the best coaches. Since anybody else gonna tell you that, I'm gonna tell you I'm one of the best coaches in the world. Regular day at the body shop, we come in, we crack jokes, we entertain each other. Depending on who's going through what, Pretty Boy might be in here having a bad day. We might have to embrace him, give him a hug, give him some love. And then we start out with just a basic warm up, tear the body down, and once the body's torn down, then we implement drills, technique, and then we go live at the end. And that's so nobody gets hurt. I'm not one of those coaches that coach for money. I'm not one of those coaches that coach to be your best friend. I'm a coach to be the best coach in the world so I can produce the best fighters in the world. And that probably explains a lot why the best fighters come here to train. Because I'm very passionate about what I do, and I'm very passionate about winning. I'm very passionate about my fighters.
Hell no, fighting was never something I wanted to do. I wanted to do basketball, NFL, NBA, but I just realized I was too short. I didn't realize I got into MMA until I was like 27. When I'm at 24 Hour Fitness, and some guy approaches me named James Lee Hardman, says, "Hey, you look consistent. You ever thought about doing MMA?" I'm like, what the hell is MMA? Like, never heard of it. I'm 27 years old. I'm 33 now, so you can see the journey from there. But ever since then, my life's changed ever since I got into MMA. And I say that Antonio McKee and the sport of MMA has changed my life and saved my life.
Well, Anthony PrettyBoy, AKA Taylor, he comes from an unstable lifestyle, unstable family issues, which a lot of kids that grow up in the inner city, that's part of their identity. And so here he fits right in, but not only does he fit in, but we understand, the changes that need to be made for him to be able to be the best that he can be based on what he's been doing. He's probably the most improved. His ability to transform his anger, his energy, his hurt, his frustrations, and being able to direct that toward the fight game is great.
I'm not the same guy that I was when I fought Tommy Fury. I leveled up my game. People assuming I'm the same Anthony that fought Tommy. I'm not. I'm here to prove everybody that I can do something in the sport of boxing now.
I see great plans for him. I see him being extremely entertaining, and that's why he's able to do what he does, because he's entertaining. All he has to do now is back it up with being good, and then you have a mega superstar in your hand. You have an actual rock on your hand. I mean, he's that entertaining to the fans, and for him to be able to fight as consistent and make the amount of money, and now that he's dedicating himself and he's putting the time behind it, I see him doing some big things in his career.
I personally never wanted to be a fighter. I wanted to be an actor. Acting is my passion, fighting is my career. I'm an entertainer. I don't consider myself as a fighter anymore. I'm an entertainer. I'm 100% locked in, zoned in on Jack Fincham. That's where my mindset is. That's something I'm thinking about every single day. I dream, eat, sleep, shit, Jack Fincham. The opportunity is so much bigger than what it is, and people don't really realize how big this opportunity is for me. This is like one of those Tommy Fury fights where the opportunity is so enormous if you win this fight. So I'm in the zone. I'm not having sex. I'm not eating bad shit. I'm staying focused.
Anthony is a very unique fighter because he has a lot of power. He generates a lot of power in his movement. He's also walks on his tippy toes. So we've kind of created a style for him to be able to punch off angles and move inside, outside, off of angles, setting traps, and catching guys, because he's already got the power. And when you got that kind of power, it just needs to be directed in the right area. And that's what's starting to happen. He's starting to be a sharpshooter now. He's starting to be able to hit people off of movement, off of angles, instead of a rhythm puncher, like most boxers are a rhythm puncher. So we're really excited about that and his growth in his footwork and his hands.
Sky's the limit, baby. Who knows what's gonna happen? Boy, I might be in front of GQ magazine, Boxing Wheaties. You never know what can happen. Manifest all your dreams and they will come true. When I say manifest your dreams and make them come true, work hard at those goals. Achieve those mini goals, then set those big goals and achieve those big goals. I manifest everything I do and I put it in tuition. Believe in yourself. America, believe in yourself. If I can do it, you can do it too. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
After watching Anthony's last couple of fights, a lot of people had counted him out. He came back in this last fight, predicted he'd knock him out in the first round. He dropped the guy in the first round. Should have been a knockout, but he's starting to understand that he's able to say and manifest things. And so now he's moving a lot of things out of his life. He's starting to get more focused. And so I see his career just going straight forward. And I see him excelling. Each fight, he's excelled to a higher level. And now he's fighting on a card with Floyd Mayweather. So that tells you the growth in his talent, the growth in the maturity level, and the changes and the sacrifices that he's willing to make. And I think with these sacrifices that he's making, you're going to see a great fighter in the end.
When you're fighting on the DAZN pay-per-view with Floyd Mayweather, you never know what could happen. I might potentially fight Floyd after this. Who knows?